Emily, I'm going to call it the reconciliation of the moderates. Let's begin with the GOP. How did the GOP respond to this meeting of 10 moderates with the Democratic president?
We've heard a couple different things from Senate Republicans. A couple of them have come out and said, look, even the bill that their Republican colleagues have put forward isn't necessarily something that they're going to be able to sign on with. But on the other hand, a lot of people are sort of pointing to this as a really good show of bipartisanship. I mean, remember, this is Biden's sort of first big meeting with legislatures, and he's taking it not with members of his own party, but with Republicans.
Okay, he's taking the Republicans. Let's swing over to the other side. The left here wants reconciliation, which rams it through, as happened, I believe it was in 2017, with other legislation as well. What is the response of not only the left, but the moderate left of the Democratic Party to this meeting?
Well, the Democratic leaders in Congress, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, they are preparing to go through this reconciliation process. They're queuing it up this week, sort of the groundwork foundation to think of ultimately having this Democrat-passed bill. And even the White House, you heard them after the meeting last night. They said, while there were areas of agreement, the president restated his view that Congress needs to respond really boldly right here. Biden doesn't want to sort of make the same mistake of the Obama administration was seen as making of not providing enough aid in a moment of economic crisis.
Emily, if this gets through without bipartisan support, what does it, set up the Biden administration to do in the future? Does it kind of set them up, does it really rile the Republicans even more against them?
Two things here. Number one, I will say that the Biden administration is pointing out that even if they do the reconciliation process, that doesn't stop Republicans from going ahead and supporting it. Obviously, it makes it a little bit harder if Republicans feel like they were not let in on the negotiations of a bill. Look, COVID-19 is one of those kind of rare areas, I think, of bipartisanship. There are a lot of issues with a lot of partisan tensions. I'm thinking immigration in particular, which the Biden administration has put forward a plan on, that you have seen a lot of sort of divisiveness between Democrats and Republicans. So if they can't come together on an issue like COVID-19 and this pandemic our nation is facing, it might be a little bit harder for them to come together on these more partisan issues.